What is up, my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new review. And today I'm here to review The Flash, Season 6, Episode 11, Love is a Battlefield. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Geek Out. I'm stressed. I'm completely and utterly stressed. Okay, let's get right into this review. This picked up sort of kind of where the last episode left off. It's a new day though. It's the next day. Iris comes down. She's making breakfast. It tastes good. Barry's all confused. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, last episode, I tweeted out 6 days ago. You can check the timestamp. I said, watch evil Iris know how to cook. And that's how Barry's going to figure out that it's not her. And I was kind of sort of right. My phone was blowing up when this clip came out when they released the sneak peek. And that's the sneak peek that they showed was the breakfast scene. So he knows something is a little bit up. He's like, what's going on with that? But okay, it's cute. Maybe, crisis taste of things. I'm going to eat these fluffy pancakes instead of the crunchy ones. And I'm tired of my banana. So that's kind of cute. We see, they were the main plot, Barry and Iris, which was great to see. Barry's getting his show back. But we had a B plot, no C plot. Ralph is missing again, looking for Sue. Like, is he even a full-time cast member? No Cecile, no Baby Jenna, a little bit of Joe, and, Cisco's gone, and a little bit of Nash. And Killer Frost was helping Allegra for some reason. They were all up in Iris's office. I don't know why Killer Frost was there. In Iris's office, just happened to be there. And helping her get through her Valentine's Day blues because she ghosted this guy that she liked pre-crisis and didn't tell him that she was a meta. But it all worked out in the end because Nash, who's really Allegra's father on a different Earth, I guess, or father on this Earth, who knows, told Frost what to do to get through to her, and it worked out. And then at the end, Nash saw a ghost Harry from Earth 2. So I'm a little interested in that and see where that's going to go and what's going on. Why is he seeing ghosts of Wells that he had a part in killing? Maybe a little interesting if that story is done right. So that was the kind of blah stuff that I didn't really care about. So the main stuff with Barry, Aminette came back and he was on a date with Iris and she speaks Italian, which is another red flag that something might not be right here. And Aminette crashed that looking for a flower that could give you the pollen, could give you the power to read someone's minds. And she wanted it because her ex-boyfriend is Goldface. And that's part of the story. So maybe there was a C-plot story. So maybe the B-plot story was the villain love triangle or love story. And the C-plot was Allegra and Frost. So the B-plot of those two, Aminette and Goldface, who I'd never really thought were even together. They could have been a cute couple if we saw them prior to this. But them going through that, it was just so stupid and so lame and cheesy. It's like Flash gets really good, and then they have that really dumb stuff at the end. And like their whole fight with the metal versus the gold was just so stupid. And then they were making out at the end and slobbering each other down. I know it was meant to be funny, but it just kind of threw me off. It's a little bit off-putting, especially when Grant and Candace are such good actors, and they were like driving their story really good. Iris and Barry was trying to figure out what Aminette wanted with this flower, and Iris kind of went undercover in the bar that she frequents and tried to be like a badass or whatever, and knocked a guy over the head with a bottle. And it was like, Barry was like confused, like, what are you doing? You're putting yourself in danger. What's going on? So back at the loft, and she was like, look, I can be your damsel in distress. I'm building a name for myself, separate from being the wife of the Flash. And, I got all these followers, and I'm doing these big things and solving these mysteries. And so Barry went to Joe for some advice, and he was like, well, maybe we're drifting apart. And Joe was like, no, she is growing, but it's going to bring you closer together. And they had nice to see the Barry and Joe pep talks coming back. That was really nice. I really appreciate that. And so when Iris went undercover to try and act like she was joining Aminette's gang to get more information, Barry ended up saving her. That brought them together at the end. And then we see Iris hugging Barry, and where she's looking at herself in the mirror, then we see the real Iris banging on the mirror saying, get away from him. Don't touch my man. Don't mess with my man. I'm going to be the one to bring it to you. No, get away from him. Get off of him. So our real Iris is chirped in the mirror, and this fake Iris is sitting here fooling Barry. Now, it's a good story for them, but the problem that I have is that when Bloodwork took over Barry, Iris knew 2 seconds later that wasn't Barry. Barry kind of knew, and he was like, you've been different since you came back last night, but this evil Iris was so good that she kind of flipped it on him and made him doubt himself. But it's like he knows. It's like, Barry, just stop and think. This isn't right. She's cooking. She's doing these risky things. She's knocking people over the head with bottles. She's taking unnecessary risks. It's just not her. Like, she come on, man. I really wish, it's like dumbing him down. And so, like, when real Iris gets out and Barry realizes this is a fake Iris, he's gonna be beating himself up. He has sex with her. He had sex with a fake Iris. Like, yo, I would be mad if that was my man. Like, I would be like, yo, you didn't even know that was me. Like, come on. Like, what's up? I don't know. Like, I don't know how he does not know. I don't know how he doesn't see it, how he's not getting it. I know she's really good at faking. Maybe this is a clone. Maybe this is like all the bad feelings that Iris has manifested into this. So it kind of really is her. I don't know how they're going to explain it, but I'm definitely into it and interested. Man, I give this episode an A for effort because it was really good in some parts, and it just gets really dumb, and that's what the show does. First half is good, and then the B and the C plots are just so stupid when it's not focused on the main character, on Flash and Iris. And it's like, it gets so dumb with the stupid stuff, like the corny villains and the corny, like Killer Frost is a badass villain, and she's reduced to being a therapist for some girl that we just met. It doesn't make sense. If I was a fan of hers like that on this show, I would be upset. I'd be tweeting somebody like, this is what you're reducing her to. She couldn't have her own story with her own side villain that she was trying to fight. No, she's giving pep talks to somebody she just met, somebody for the audience really is not invested in right now. It doesn't make sense. But I'm interested in Harry. I want to know what's going on with Ralph and Sue. I want to see what Cisco's going to bring back when he comes back. What happened to Chester? Where's baby Jenna? It's just so many unanswered questions because this cast is too big, as I say every week, and they kind of need to flesh it out. So if I had to give this episode a rating or a grade, I would definitely give it like a B-. But what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I can't wait to discuss with you. Until next video, I'm out of here. Big Girl Geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.